Hi guys, welcome back to my channel where we talk on self-growth, self-development, growth mindset and lots more, you name it, and where we take it one tip at a time. Okay, so today we are talking on something a little bit different and a little bit strange. You know, I'm all about productivity, and productivity can really be amazing, but you know, productivity at the same time can be a curse. Just like eating too much sugar, it's not good for the health. Sleeping too much can make you so tired, like you will sleep tired, wake up tired, like overdoing it. So we're just talking on some productivity habits that when you overdo them, they eventually become a curse to your productivity, to your health, to your life, to everything in general. So stay tuned and enjoy. So number one on how productivity can be a curse instead of a blessing is overworking and skipping rest. I know that we all love getting things done. Productivity just makes us feel so accomplished, but working long hours non-stop without rest can lead to a burnout. You might think working longer hours means more results, but in reality your efficiency drops, your health suffers, and lack of sleep, stress, exhaustion, these things are real issues that we need to put in check. There need to be a balance so that we don't overwork ourselves, overdo things, and then don't achieve the results that we actually desire. So the solution to this is to schedule rest, just like you schedule your task, because our body, our brains, they need to recharge. Okay, take me for an example. When I feel really exhausted from the day's work, I rest. It's important to rest. I just take maybe a 1 hour nap, a 2 hour nap, and just for that recharge, because once you take that rest, it just gives you this inner power, to the inner will to keep doing more. So number two on how productivity can be a curse is over optimizing your time. I know I talk about using planners a lot, using books, write your task, all those things, just schedule it based on priority. But when you obsess over these things, obsess over every second of your day, it becomes tiring, it becomes stressful. Life is quite unpredictable, so please allow room for flexibility. It's really important, so you don't put yourself in a box of I must do this, I must do that. It's important, it's good. We expect our day to go in a particular way, and it's very, very good that we have such mentality, but just allow room for flexibility so that in case of anything, any urgent thing you need to attend to, you can equally and easily fit it into your schedule for that day. So number three on how productivity can be a curse instead of a blessing is multitasking too much. You know, multitasking seems like a superpower, which can be nice sometimes, but too much of multitasking is not good. And besides, our brain is actually built to focus on one task. It's not like you can't do one thing and do another thing at the same time. It actually depends. That's the truth of the matter. It depends on what type of task you're doing with another task. When you now do it too much, it can lead to decrease in efficiency, increase in mistakes, and lead to confusion. All these things, which is not good. So it's important that you focus on a task at a time. And I've said in my previous video that before you go to another task, ensure that you're done with whatever you are doing. But that doesn't mean that there are exceptions that, okay, maybe there's a task you can do. Like how I said, you can batch tasks, you can do some similar tasks together. Like going to the gym, listening to a podcast, those tasks you can do them at the same time. It depends. But in all honesty, if you want to get results, proper results, and you're doing like a major task, it's important that you do it separately, do it like on its own, focus on it, finish it, and then move on to the next task. Because if you do many things at the same time, you rapidly decrease focus, which is not good, which is not healthy, even for you as a person, for whatever it is you're into, and for your life. So number four on how productivity can be a curse instead of a blessing, it is chasing endless self-improvement. Me as a person, I love self-improvement. Like I live for self-improvement, but not chasing it endlessly. Like I don't have a life because I want to be chasing self-improvement. That is a curse, because you're chasing books, chasing courses, chasing the next online event, the next conference. All those things are amazing, but when you keep doing them, you end up feeling like you're not good enough. Instead, practice what you've learned already in the little way you can. You may not have all the resources, but whatever you have on ground, start with it. Start with what you've learned so far. Start with it. Don't just be doing courses every time. Me as a person, one of my goals this year is to like at least do courses as much as possible. But I gave myself a break, like okay, maybe from this month to this month I won't do any course, so that it will give me time to practice what I have learned so far, so that I don't get overwhelmed with doing so many courses at the same time, and at the end of the day I can't practice any of the courses, which is not good. I, for one, I am a person that loves reading books. I love to just get knowledge, just keep improving myself, keep making myself the best version I can ever be. But that doesn't mean you get overwhelmed with doing all those things. Like this reading book of a thing now, I am trying my best as much as I can to do one book per week. But you as a person, you may not be able to do one book per week. You may not have that time, that luxury of time. But you can decide to pick up a book, one book in a month, one book in 2 weeks. You don't have to do, let me do one book per week or 3 books or 4 books per week, if it's not possible. So you don't put yourself under unnecessary pressure. Of course, it's good to put yourself under pressure, which is good pressure, not positive pressure, but not the one that you are not even achieving anything because you are doing so many things at the same time. So it's important that you don't chase endless self-improvement. Growth is very, very important, but it's also important that you practice what you have learned, like I said, in the little way possible. Start from wherever you are, just start practicing it. Start, and definitely you will see the results. And most importantly, don't ever forget to celebrate how far you have come. Okay, number 5, which is our final point, is saying yes to everything. Saying yes to everything can lead to one being overwhelmed. Saying yes to every opportunity that comes your way. One of the powerful productivity habits you can actually learn is saying no sometimes. There are some tasks that people say no because maybe they just feel lazy that, will I be able to do this one? It's not that type I'm talking about. The one that you already have a task at hand, maybe a client has given you something to do, another client, maybe you're working with like 3 clients or working on 3 jobs, another one comes and you see that this one, if you even take this job, you will not be efficient, you will not give the desired result to whoever it is you're working for. So sometimes it's important to say no, or if you can't say no, you can decide to say, okay, I have someone to refer to, like you can refer someone else to that particular job, to that particular task. You can delegate on all those things so that you don't feel overwhelmed, because like I said, when you overload yourself with commitment, you have no time to yourself and to the things that truly matter. So learn to say no to some things, because it's actually very good. I remember some time ago my boss asked me to do something for him sometime last year, 2024, and when I checked it out, I called him on phone and I explained the situation on ground that honestly I won't be able to meet up. I was just being sincere and honest, and he was actually very grateful that I did that, because instead of just overloading me, he understood that okay, I'm already working on so many other things, let me focus on them and give him the results that he actually required from me and desired from me. So sometimes, like I said, learn to say no to some opportunities. That is if you're already doing something that will require a lot of time and energy from you, not when you're not doing anything and you feel if I thought this one, I'll be lazy to do it. It's not that type like I'm talking about. So there you have it, 5 productivity hacks that can backfire at you when taken too far. The key takeaway is balance. It's important to balance everything. Productivity should help you and not stress you out. Be intentional, take breaks, and most importantly, don't be scared or don't be afraid to set boundaries. If you found this really helpful, please hit the like button and drop a comment on which of these habits you struggle with. And of course, please subscribe to my channel for more development content. See you in the next one. Stay balanced and stay awesome. Bye. Growth mindset, self-development. You might all think that working longer hours means more result, but in reality, your efficiency. Why do I always get this wrong? Efficiency.